Thank you, Jeff. Hello, Cricket and Co. Thank you so much for the raid. I'll be with you in like half a minute. And thank you so much for the sub. Oh my god, fuzzy nuts! Where? Oh my lord. Might want to get that scene. Hold on a second. Oh, there we go. How are we all this evening? Who have we got? Jeff, Doom, Arvadeus, Cricken, Grun. Oh my goodness, thank you so much, everyone. And we've also got the vocalist from this immeasurably catchy Sonic OVA tune. This does take me back. Can they have this in the movie? Just play us over the credits. It'd be great. But yeah, I hope we're all well this evening. When did I stream last? I only streamed once last week, so let's get let's get tonight in this week. Maybe some more streams on top of that, we'll see. The Chasm fan club, oh gosh. God, I hope you're not paying for that subscription. Please don't. But thank you. Takes you back 5 minutes ago. I have been nostalgic for times I was nostalgic for something, which I don't know, is that okay? Is that permissible? I'm honestly not sure. Right. So if we we've got a wrong button. I do love the lyrics of this as well, but they're a tiny bit nonsensical, but in a really fun way. I think this play during the Metal Sonic fight in that, like the anime. I mean the OVA. This is from. I remember like over the credits and such. It's been so long since I've watched that start to finish. I mean, I've not watched it start to finish on anything other than a VHS. Perhaps I should change that at some point. I've certainly not seen it subbed. Oh, it was during the credits, was it? Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry about the ads, man. Oh, thank you so much. How does this work then? So you get... oh my god, it's 4 months as well, yeah. And, thank you, Cricket. Very good. It's the owl character's theme tune. Gosh, that owl character is weird in that OVA, isn't he? Yeah, thank you so much for the really long subs, guys. Fair play to you. Thank you. I'll try to do something. I don't know if it'll be those games directly. I mean, maybe a Persona 5 finally gets that PC port. Oh, was it actually? Well, Grant can request it, and then you'll get in trouble for it. Yeah. So, forgive me. When you gift, see the gift of the emotes thing. Basically, when you subscribe to someone, you get emotes to gift them, do you? So that's quite cool, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Better full cycle of Nico play. So, what we like for game audio? Turn that down slightly. As a result of your good info. Alright. I mean, Graham certainly seems to have taken it on board, even willingly, so, very well. Let's get the Honsoon fin off, shall we? And also, the little fin in the corner. Cool. Oh, they get randomly gifted, do they? Oh, that's cool. That's a nice little incentive too, because I think it took me like getting 3 of those before I started questioning, wait, what are these? I like these, but I don't know what they are. 5 Nikos gifted to them.
Shut up!
I mean, you got, I think 2 there before Knuckles interrupted her. That's a reasonable amount, right? Right, maybe I'll turn game volume down ever so slightly more. So hopefully that's okay. I did notice my last stream of this, I think I did kind of, okay. Yeah, I noticed on the last stream, I was a little drowned out by the game at times, so I'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's just a cozy little tune, Jeff, yeah. Unfortunately, last week was one of those weeks where, like, every day I was like, oh, I might stream tonight, and then it just never happened. So I think that finally came to a head on this one. And I think we did spend a lot of, we were in a dungeon very similar to this one last time. So we'd had this tune as well, so yeah, we did hear a lot of it. Oh, what have you found, buddy? What have you found? Look at that inquisitive face. That's me trying to do basic arithmetic right there. What you got? What you got? Hey! So is that the theme of this dungeon? Like, the last dungeon had a theme of, like, finding passwords to doors and entering them in. Yeah, the guy just... Oh, I love how expressive the characters are in this. They generally are in these Monster World games. It's just as we've said before, this clearly benefits from being quite a late Mega Drive game. I can't think of a Mega Drive game that's more quote-unquote colourful than this, certainly. It's such a lovely, vibrant-looking game. Oh, the sound's off! Oh, really? Trying to think what that could be. It doesn't sound off on my end. Sounds a bit weird. Is it, can you hear something now? You might be able to hear my fan. It's not to do with that, is it? You mean like the actual game sound? Sounds, maybe I'll bring that up on my phone. Sonic Colors. Yeah, I get that kind of vibe from, like, media I haven't necessarily experienced, but if I experience media like it. No, don't worry, it's, better you raise it and we see what it could be. No, don't worry, it's, better you raise it and we see what it could be. I didn't put this through very well, did I? Right. Okay, I won't speak for a bit, so I stop reverberating on that, and then see what the audio's like. It's the US soundtrack. It's the US soundtrack. Yeah, if I'm... wait, really? Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounded fine to me then. I don't know what I just did differently then. That is really peculiar. I don't know what's different now versus, well, did it sound distorted before, or something similar? Let me know if it sounds weird again. Was it Echo? Was it echoing? Hold on, did I have my... Maybe it was coming in through too loud to my microphone, maybe. Or, sorry, as in, like, maybe the game audio, you could hear it. Oh, you mean that echo, Cricket? Yeah, no, Jeff, you don't need to apologise, man. I appreciate you bringing it up just to kind of make sure on that front. I mean, we've run into that before with, like, Doomstream, right, where we were all too sheepish to say his, the friend he was playing with, their microphones weren't working. So, which, you know, I was one of those people too sheepish to say, so... But no, I don't mind technical things being raised. Yeah, if it sounds bad again, do let me know. I am streaming in a slight... Wait, hold on. I think we're meant to fall for that. Oh well. I was like, wait, how did I fall down? But there's the visible... classic trap, isn't that? Tantalising reward, but with a visible floor right before. Did get a sort of this game's equivalent of a heart piece though, so that's nice. But it's a tenth of a heart in this, as opposed to a quarter, so... Yeah, so hopefully the game audio will be fine now, whatever that was before. I don't know if it's... I have dropped quite a lot of frames, but I think that might have been from me pressing Alt-Tab quite a bit to go in and out of the game. Hopefully it should be fine now. I am... Oh my god, Jeff, what have you done? Oh, he's... Ironically, while we're in an ice area, he's on fire. Oh, thank you so much, Jeff. Oh, DK, you're going to be dancing in a while, my boy. Oh, who's Pride Zero? Oh, wait, no, oh, wait, I do recognise that. I think I had a Pride Zero before. Oh, if you're there, welcome, and I am terribly sorry. I'm, if we have chatted, we probably have. Memory's awful, but God, thank you, Joe. You do have to do this. Thank you so much for doing that, though. Just go and appreciate it. Wait for it, wait for it. Hey! There's a bit of a gap in between them, actually. I think that's DK needed to take a breather. The poor lads. Oh, and of course, everyone will have gotten Christmas emotes now as well, won't they? So, the gift that keeps on gifting. Got some goofy subs. How many of those Christmas subs are there in total? And Jeff, is your ultimate plan to get everyone every Christmas emote? Because that is the true, that is an immense milk of Christmas generosity right there. It certainly leads to creativity with those oddball little snowball arms ones. How many of us have both of the snowball arms? Snowman arms. I think it's just the right one, so once I get the left one, I'm going to do so many high-fiving emotes. It'll be a right laugh. 20... Oh my goodness, man. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so very kindly. Oh, I know the little blue fella here appreciates it. Ah, there we go. A festive shrug. How nice. Oh my god, what is that? Ah! Oh no! Oh, sorry, buddy! You alright? Not what I expected the second time. I assume, if not lethal, at least not good for us? Oh, okay. That's clever. If a bit cruel, but we have to do this. Sorry, pal. Don't actually freeze your friends, even if in the means of getting the task done. It's it might be a bit more on the lethal side than it is in this game. Not entirely recommended. Oh, cricket! Well, that's why I'm back at the gym again. But then it's a good time of year to have snowman arms. That's what you can tell me. I don't know, that might be good forearm strength in Sun Snowman arms. I wonder if he can ever. I keep kind of instinctively throwing my. As if I haven't done enough cruel things to this poor. My poor Whiskers buddy. I keep thinking, like, if you throw them at enemies, you'll attack them, but that's not really the case from what I can tell. Yeah, that's a good shout, actually. Yeah, I mean, what arm would it be? What's like an, I don't know, they're like Sonic arms you can get, maybe? Get like Robotnik's gauntlets from the, from like the cartoon or Mean Bean Machine design of him. Duh. That's right, Graham. Whether in a very non-troubling way, honest governor, I want people to resemble the things I like. That'd be a bit of lethality involved, sure, but Grub. Oh, is that one? Is that like a sarcastic face bauble? That's one of the emotes. That's fun. Oh gosh, I do like that. And actually, I do at some point. I'll probably do like I did last year. We'll probably do a stream of Christmas-related games, which will probably. I guess I'll make it a yearly tradition to play Christmas Nights into Dreams, because that's such a quick, like, you get that done in like 20 minutes or so. And it has, for those of you who remember it last year, it has those amusingly kind of, a crowd of kind of O-face, like, strange-looking characters with like an O expression on their mouth to indicate mild shock. It looks like that Pikachu meme. And I have no idea what the message of it's meant to be, but it's all very nice. And I do like Nights into Dreams a lot. But yeah, I guess we're kind of doing. I mean, we're in an icy area, so this can kind of tie in. I'll swap over to. I think at some point this week I'll swap over to a more Christmassy playlist as well. Which don't worry, it's not the Christmas songs you hear a million times on the radio. It'll be like wintry game songs, basically, for the most part. Yeah, I'll just go over chat again. Thank you for thank you so much for those gift subs again, though. Oh, crumb. I do like how much that's been that's how canonical that is, though. What a sweet little love story that is. Oh, thanks, Graham. I mean, I've been going sort of gym-wise since I was 18, but I've been very inconsistent with it. This past year might be the worst, honestly, in that sense. It's so easy to drop in and out of it. You want to listen to it? Well, I've got a great thing for you, Jeff. It's called the radio. I think that could help on that. Sorry, that was there's a bit too much snark dripping from that delivery, wasn't there? That line. So when one's end is another beginning. Yeah, so in the realm of riddles here. We'll go here. Look at there we go. Look at the statue names, Kev. So who wants to bet? I'll have to look up how to do this. They were quite early in. There'll be like I think it's 5 statues if it's like the last dungeon. Yeah, we don't have a single one yet. Man, the combat in this reminds me of Zelda 2 a lot, and one of the ways that is that the enemies with shields are really... God, it's hard to get a hit in on them. So we've got a Swallow statue. I thought these might be a clue. We've got like the animal... what do they call them? Hieroglyphs? I might have that wrong, but well, we've got those at the back in any case. But I think that's just to indicate what's in there, what's in this particular room. Maybe right, so we've got been right there, been left. Mercifully, we're not stuck yet. It'll probably happen at some point. Oh yeah, this was... Pretty sure we went in here, right? I feel like if I let go, that probably won't work out very well for us. Oh. Maybe we didn't get hit straight away, but... Yeah, like even... Ah, there we go. I think there's like a very specific hitbox right at the top of them with that. Oh gosh. There we go. Oh nice, we got a herb. Health drops aren't actually... Oh yeah, we were in here. Health drops aren't actually that common in this. So you do have to be clever on that front. Which I don't actually mind that, because it's quite nice for... I think it's always a bit of a shame in the game where, say if like the economy's a bit busted in the game, so you're just used to getting loads of money, or... I mean, I don't mind an easy game, and, you know, it's difficult to balance the game for everyone, but... I mean, we've all been at that point in the game where it's just like, whatever hearts we're getting, we don't really care about too much, because it's like, oh, we're at full capacity for whatever part of the game that is. It's quite nice to I always quite like the game where like items feel really valuable, because it makes it more kind of exciting when you do get one of them. Hiya, pasties! How you doing, man? Where is Death Stranding Platinum now? Please do tell us. We want to know. God, you put a lot of time into that on the weekend, man, didn't you? And God, it's quite an investment of a platinum, isn't it? To be honest, you haven't put me off playing the game. I would like to play Death Stranding when it goes on PC at some point. But you probably put me off going for the platinum for all achievements on it. Because, gosh. Minutes away! Oh, there we go. Oh, good man. Look, we talked about that IKEA before, but Pasties, when he goes after a platinum trophy on a PS4 game, he really goes after it. Look, he got it for, I'm trying to think, what ones have you got this year in total? This year in total, Pasties? You had, like, the Automata, haven't you? And, this was the year we finally got the Rayman Legends one for you. That took bloody ages. Oh, is this a new... Oh yeah, okay, this is a new one. Hey! So that's 2 out of 5. Yeah, as the dungeons have gone on in this, they've started to feel very Zelda-y. This one, very much on that lane. Okay, cool. So hopefully... This one's quite tricky, but making steady progress. We haven't actually got the best armor either, because, you know, I was talking about games with a busted economy. This one, unless you do that trick right at the start that we discovered, this game's economy seems quite, like it really... I just feel like if we get the best armor now, we probably will be alright for, getting the one after that, but I'm not completely confident on that. So we'll have to see on that front. I have occasionally done a little bit of grinding off stream on this as well, not like for hours on end. This is a pretty brisk game, so it's not like you'd, it's not really what you'd spend hours grinding on. I've got a very bad sense of, have I just beaten this one? Yeah, I have. Yeah, got a bit of money, although you do go quite a long time without a save point in this, so combat can be a little scary at times. I mean, at any point you can use the lamp to walk back to the town. So if you're on like your last health point and you're not really sure where the next save point is, it's probably an idea to... Oh, come on! Hitboxes, be a bit more lenient, please. But yeah, it's probably a better idea just to be safe on that. You're scared, Jeff. gonna joke that was my intention, but I couldn't think of a way to say that and sound really sinister. Yeah, because oh god, sorry, I've been useless. Yeah, I've been this way as well. Just ignore you. Yeah, combat is a little tricky in this. But it does feel like you've got quite a few, I'm just surprised there's not any kind of projectile in this, at least so far. Because usually these games do have a, like a fireball attack or something like that, some kind of magic, but, no, here we, I guess the bigger focus is on the sword combat, which to be fair is definitely more flexible than in previous games, perhaps to kind of perhaps to compensate for that. Medieval, that's it, you did do medieval as well, yeah. Oh, crap, were you asking me what my favourite song was? Oh, sorry. Doctor Hook's not a Finn, right? That's, was that like an autocorrect, Finn? Oh, gosh. Figuratively, not literally, do bear with me, my mind's not entirely there. Oh, Doctor Hook is, I honestly didn't... I don't recognise the name. Is that a really obvious cultural touchstone I should know? I'm assuming it's... I've obviously missed some track here. I mean, I did see mention of Doctor Hook. Probably not, no. Oh god, wow, I can't keep up. I'll just unquestionably say I do very much like Doctor Hook. Which is definitely existent. I think. Without question. Oh gosh. This fella doesn't agree though. It's a funny parallel having a lot of this Egyptian iconography, including the fact we're in the pyramids. But it's frozen over. It's a nice little twist on that. It's a bit unexpected. Because I think when you do a game like this, it's probably quite hard not to just fall into cliche with your environments. This doesn't have to be a bad thing, you know. But if you get like a couple which have a cool spin on them, that's always quite nice. I mean, I like the last one as well, the kind of a little bit water temple-y. That was pretty neat as well. Oh, you're still alive. The Fenwick window display. Oh my gosh. I'm learning about all sorts of. I mean, is that existent? I'm kind of questioning what exists and what doesn't after Doctor Who Gate. Oh, right. Actually, you know, for a second I was like, wait, is this... Do you mean Doctor Who songs? I was like, did it autocorrect Who to Hook? Oh gosh, I don't know. I should stop trying to speculate. I'll just look even more naive, I think. But yeah, I hope you're well still alive. I'm sorry the display was underwhelming. It was a Fenwick window display. I can't even really guess what that is. Like stained glass windows, or I'm so uncultured. I know Japanese Mega Drive games, but I don't know anything of anything else. It's got, I don't know. Could they, if they port the Fenwick display to the Mega Drive, or if this Doctor Hook fella does some Mega Drive sounded synth songs? Probably like cross my radar. But until then. Oh really? That was quite fun. Was it just not very impressive this year? Oh, that's nice, Graham. Oh, it's a Newcastle fin, is it? I think I might have been in Newcastle half a lifetime ago. I bet that's like a really kind of world famous fin now. I'm just so I'm so out of the loop. I don't know. Well, hopefully it'll be bad next year. they should take inspiration from this game. Get this snowy pyramid animatronic here. For God's sake, let me have a live Peppy Lagoon or whatever that blue fin is. And I won't freeze it, honest. That was just for one puzzle and possibly another one. If it happens again, but hopefully not. So this one's going fairly smoothly so far, but there's always this kind of creeping anxiety about the fact that, well, there's invisible doors all over the place here, and there's a very good chance I've missed one. Especially because I feel like we've come to a... Yeah, so we've got 4 out of 5 statues. We'll use a herb because I think the game gets a bit weird about the inventory space, actually. Yes, this might be where things get a bit tricky. Because I can't remember what it is, but there's another final statue if this is like the last dungeon. And we don't have it, and it seems like we've explored everywhere, although I'm sure we have not. I've got the map, haven't I? Have I? Oh yes, I do! I should have thought to check that. Oh, that even looks like a Christmas tree up top, doesn't it? I think it's meant to be like a pyramid, really, but it fits quite nicely. Right, so wait, where does that go up then? Oh no, we were here, weren't we? Because I think there was a heart piece there. Cherry Bismus. It's close enough. Take it. Yeah, so I think this is just going back where we've been before. I wish I'd thought to. I completely forgot about the map, to be honest. That might have been a good thing to reference to know what parts of the pyramid we haven't been in. I could kind of guess, but... And I'm sure this whole area you can do really quickly, but if you're part of the pub, which I swear wasn't intended when this came to mind, but we are doing this at quite a glacial pace. But we'll see what we can find. Because even when I get a bit lost on this game, I'm still really enjoying it. It's so it's a likeable little game. I've never been more sure going into a game that I was up my alley. So I can catch it back straight to Lucas. Jeff! I was like, oh, he took 2 weeks on us. I was like, oh, he's going on the Jeff Yardism. Next time you see Queenie, can you tell her to give away the vast majority of her wealth away? I mean, ask nicely, sure, but... that'd be good. Does it, I should know, forgive me, I should know this. Does my bot say, oh, you've already got a soul in the queue, if you try that another one? I think they do, right? I don't know if that's like a setting you have to change, but I think mine has done that. I mean, what you want to hope for is that I end up backtrack. I mean, I'm kind of on the proper way to that already, actually, yeah, the only time I tend to, like in a new single player game where, especially if I really like the music in it, the only chance of me, going to playlist music is if
Shut up!
there we go. Well, just used kind of a song request. Yeah, if we ever like have to do lots of backtracking when we're hearing the same song over and over, which would be the case here. I do like this song though, so we let it play for a little bit. Oh, I should have, like, I keep forgetting. I should be keeping track of where this is. Yeah, I feel like I've been most everywhere on this. pure. Yeah, there's it's 5 statues in total we need for that bit. We've only got 4 more. I get it. I've at least kind of figured these ones out. It's a pretty. You've got to like hit the very top of their head. But again, the nice thing with this game is you don't actually take hit damage. Yeah, so we've done. That's the bottom left half of that. Yeah, I remember falling down there as well. So if this takes much longer, I'll probably look it up. Just missing one here. Yeah, no worries, Jeff. Do enjoy Horizon. That is a lovely little game. Horizon Chase Turbo, that is, not Horizon Zero Dawn, which is also a very cool game. From the bit I played from it, from what people have said. But yeah, I love Horizon Chase Turbo, man. It's the kind of game it like in Metacritic, like in the Metacritic or something. It'd get like pretty good 7 or 8. So for me, it's like a 9 out of 10 game because it just scratches a very particular itch of just a very simple yet very beautifully elegant little retro arcade racer. Kind of game I'm just always in the mood for, really. Especially couple that with like the amazing soundtrack, which is by someone who used to compose for games like that as well. So, and even stuck in 1 or 2 of his old songs from stuff like the Top Gear games. Oh, nice, Still Alive. What do you think? What do you think of it? That's the Monster World is the Mega Drive one, isn't it? The one that came out before this. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that. That's that's a tremendous little game, isn't it? It's definitely one of my favourite ones. I think my favourite one probably is Monster Boy. After that, this would definitely rank up there. The only thing I'd say with this is it's a shame it only really has 1 town area, at least from what I can tell. Because the other games tend to have 1 or 2 more, but in a lot of other girls, this is definitely one of the most polished and most kind of cleverly designed and enjoyable ones. So if I'm thinking actually though is we've got the. Oh no, that's the way we came out. Oh wait, no, we went through that way, didn't we? Actually, yeah, we basically got back to the beginning, I think. I think there's probably not anything here, but... Yeah, the only one of these, I mean, there's also the original Wonder Boy game as well, which I guess you wouldn't count that as Monster Land or World. Again, don't feel bad if the name of this series is confusing to you. It is to everyone. But I guess technically the only other 2 Wonder Boy games in general. Which again, this is Wonder Boy in a sense, but obviously played as a girl, so it's not called Wonder Boy. But yeah, the only 2 I really have left to do are the very first one, which is like the arcadey one. That Adventure Island was then spun out from, and that's another really confusing thing, and oh god. Nice, yeah, I picked that up in the recent sale Monster Land. I've played a little bit of the Master System version of it. Of course, that's the arcade version on Switch. I've played a little bit of it. I'll try and finish it at some point. Just to have. I don't always get completionist with a game series, but if all the games are generally of a pretty high quality, which is the case with me, it's just like sometimes the very older entries are just a little bit less friendly. But it's sort of like, okay, I'm quite far enough in it. I saw you Arab strap. Did it say euphemism? Was it to kind of go in the Arabian sort of aesthetic of this game? Oh yeah, what's the Turbo CD one? Is that it's got a weird bug theme, hasn't it, where all the armour is bug related for some reason. Oh, Dynastic Hero, right? Yeah. And it has an incredibly cheesy opening song as well, with just the most really saccharine lyrics, which a nice sounding lady sings about doing the right thing and such. It's it might be a bit much, but you know, it's a nice kind of showcase for the CD technology. But yeah, that's the other weird thing with this series. Like, there's a number of games that are there's a number of games in there which are basically the same. It's got like ports to the PC Engine and things like that, one or two other systems, which they can't use like any of the same characters, because I think Sega generally owns those, but they can use like the same design and such, so probably the most famous one, the boy game, is the third one. That was a Master System, and then there's a PC Engine version of it called Dragon's Curse. But and that game is about changing into animals, and I'm pretty sure all of the animals are different, or at least they have different colour schemes. It's what I call a roadmap series. Like, if you try and follow it, all your brain will just turn to mush. But it's kind of part of the fun, though. Like a good icebreaker at a party. Just go up to someone unprompted and tell them the history of Wonder Boy. Succinctly, you know, like 40 minutes or so. Find the right laugh. That's right, yeah, because the final boss of Monster World is kind of horrible, isn't there? There's almost like you're on a conveyor belt, and there's a I am gonna look this up because I'm going around in circles now. Yeah, it's like you're on a conveyor belt. There's like a buzzsaw and several other things at once trying to kill you. It's and I think it's also a case where you're quite far away from a. You've got to spend quite far from the save point. You've got to do quite a bit before you fight the boss again. It's a bit annoying. Jeff, any questions? If so, I will not feel them, because my brain will just turn to mush further if I try and explain it all. Okay, Cricket, this was definitely your suggestion, right? Right, so I'm going to take a very quick break, so I know it's a little early in the stream to be doing that. Crap. There's so many things I don't know. What he said. Back in a second. Because I probably ignored that the first time I was there. And then the second time I was like, well, I must have gotten whatever was there, but that does seem quite obvious now. Yeah, fair play. Oh, I'm really glad you enjoyed Death Stranding past those. Yeah, I've been getting some good music recommendations today, clearly, haven't I? Definitely check out more of those. Okay, so... Oh, we got a save point! What's those? I think. Oh yeah, it is cool. Nice. As I say, save point, again, kind of like what I was saying with the hearts in this, I value coming across a save point quite a lot in this, because they're not actually that frequent. I was to forget. Is there somebody who did what was it, Sunday yesterday, wasn't there? Oh, I hope he rested up well. There he goes. I might leave it on for a minute or two because I'm often quite amused when we get like a completely straight-faced non-song fill in the song request. I've requested one or two like that on Penta's streams before. So we'll see how it is. Wait, where's that put me though? Oh, good. Yeah, this is where we wanted. Nice. There we go. Making some progress, everyone. So the other thing we have to figure out is we've got the so we're gonna have all the statues after we get this one.
Fill your dark soul with light.
But didn't see that. I already can't be bothered to backtrack on that again.
Racing games have come a long way over the years. Nowadays, you
I
can play
agree.
games like Gran Turismo, Need for Speed, Forza, or if you want to go a little crazy, Trackmania Turbo, which I highly recommend.
That is a bit
But
crazy.
what if you wanted to play a real old school racer? One with a modern and more up-to-date coat of paint? Well, this right here,
I like this chap.
Horizon Chase
He's got good taste.
Turbo.
It's a scrub.
Horizon Chase is a fast and frantic arcade racer that tries to capture the look and the feel of the old arcade racers of the 80s and 90s. At first look, you can see the uncanny resemblance between this game and other classics like Outrun or Top Gear on the SNES. Horizon Chase not only mimics these classic games, but also brings it up to modern times with a shiny, high-definition look and a smooth and solid 60 frames per second. The game just looks gorgeous all around.
Well, I did that anecdote. Sounds like a good review. I'd happily watch that guy's stuff. Fair play. He's got good taste in games as well. I think No, I was going to say I've added Horizon Chase Turbo songs to the playlist, Jeff. But actually I added them to my Spotify playlist. Because as I said, I found the soundtrack to it on Spotify. Which I was very excited for. That's nice for them. If there's like a fairly prominent indie, if you've got a fairly prominent indie game of any description, there's usually a good chance the soundtrack for it will be on Spotify. So I think this Mario Land one's not a request, is it? This was already on here. There's a lovely one as well. Oh, you got the... Yeah, I bought Dragon's Curse on Virtual Console still live. I played through Monster World on there as well, which unfortunately that would have been a PAL version, but still greatly enjoyed it. And in fact, I did consider getting Dynastic Hero, but it was like, well, I played through Monster World, which is somewhat the same game. All these shares a lot of the same fundamentals of design. If I ever revisit Monster World, maybe it would be through Dynastic Hero just to try something different on it. Right. So, there we go. Ooh, Deltarune, nice. Oh god, this is cool. Might as well like the basic, like... there's a really good water levels on in Vector Man Mega Drive. It reminds me of that. So cool. Yeah, I played a bit of Deltarune, not all. I mean, I still haven't actually completely 100% finished Undertale, so I probably shouldn't have. But I didn't quite get the exact context of what it's for. So I'm probably safe on that. I think I need to go back on Undertale and do like the side quests involving the other characters, which I was a bit confused at exactly what to do for that. Oh, nice, Still Alive. There you go, Pasty's another potential PS4 Platinum, Undertale. I don't know what the percentage of Platinums is on that, because I imagine it's sort of like how the Souls games have pretty high percent Platinum. Like the amount of people who've got the Platinum is generally quite high on them. So when one's end is another's beginning. And it says to look at the statue names clearly. This must have been... I wonder how they translated this, because this was probably something a bit different in the original. That's what we got. So the only thing is, because I think it's to do with the first letters. I think. But would that be H for that one? When one statue starts and it begins. It's not completely clear about that. Yeah, basically we have to put them all here. Oh, that's clever, Still Alive. Yeah, you know what Deltarune reminds me of, actually? Oh, here we go, Cricket. Yeah, you know what Deltarune reminded me of? It was sort of, it was sort of like how Majora's Mask used some of the same character models or similar looking characters, but in a different context. To Ocarina of Time, that's what Deltarune kind of reminded me of. I found it really interesting in that regards. So let's just check again, but one's end is another's beginning. Yeah, look at the names carefully. Yeah, this is a great little tune. Again, this one I think is from the SNES game Top Gear, which had the same composer as Horizon. Yeah, I'd be into... This feels like a Professor Layton puzzle, to be honest, like what order we put these statues in. Oh, it's the mnemonic word for the pyramid. Well, it says it begins with B here, but I assume that's going by Okay, well I've had a quick peek. The first one is Swallow. I don't know what comes after that. I did have a look at the rest of it. So what would be the... Oh, well done, Jeff. Yeah, you heeded Robotnik's words. Fair play. Nice. Really? Oh, Cricket, have you finished Bloodstained? Forgive me, I didn't think to ask. Oh, good on you if you have. Well done. Really... Okay, I'll look at the second one. Okay, we've got the... I'm going to look at all of them. Yes, we've got swallow leopards. I was about to figure, is that one last because it's like an angel, but then it's called witch. Or is it like a speed fin? I don't know. It's like, is it owl next? Yeah, it is actually. Oh. So we've got like swallow, leopard, owl, slow. It almost seems like it's going to be slow. It's like S-L-O. Although, well, actually no, because what was the owl's, That was something owl, wasn't it? Yeah, horned owl. But then it's S-L-H or S-L-H-O. Which, turns out I've actually done this wrong. I think I was looking at the wrong one. Okay. Yeah, that's what I've done. I started looking at one solution, then I looked at I think I scrolled up a bit and ended up looking at the other one. Oh, we've got another Mega Drive song. Okay, so it definitely starts with, okay, so I know it starts with the bird, and then, oh, so we've got SW. Yeah, what was that? So the clue was like when one... It's like when one ends, another begins, or something like that. Still alive, that's what this is. Save state. In case I look this up. Yeah, if you look, this is the Virtual Console version, which I did technically buy, because I had the 360 collection it was from. I've got it in a ROM pack that had this, and also the earlier fan-translated version. And a quick Google suggested people prefer this to the fan translation, but it would be kind of interesting to see the differences. I'm really curious as to what the meaning of this puzzle is, because I still don't really get it, if I'm honest. And... like, if this was different than the... because I think this guide is going by the... maybe going by the earlier translation, I think. Yeah, look, because so that's SW, but then swallow witch. Let's go. Let's look at the next one. Okay, so we got owl. It's a bit fussy with the placement when you want to use items sometimes. So swallow witch owl. I'm still not really seeing how the statue names play into it though. Let's go swallow witch, horned owl, desert turtle. Way, Ace Attorney. Oh, is this from the second Edgeworth game? Nice. I played through the first Retro Game Challenge Still Alive. I imported that from America back in the day. Oh, actually, I played a tiny bit of the second one, because the second one was Japan only, wasn't it? That's such a cool DS game, that. It's a really nice way to, like... I love that they came up with, like, Famicom or NES-style games, and then... it was sort of like a simulation of being a kid back in the 80s playing those, like, looking at magazines and such. It was such a clever format for a game. Okay, I'll tell you what, so we know it's definitely these three to start with. I'll guess these last two. That was wrong. So that's our one bit of input where I still haven't really figured out the puzzle, to be honest. I'm not sure if there's a... something obvious I'm missing there, or maybe the translation hasn't been very clear about something. Shit, which way did we just do it? I should have taken a note of that. I just looked at the guide. It's just like, okay, whichever one we didn't just do it, I couldn't quite. Yeah, unfortunately, that one's a bit hollow. I don't really know what the puzzle was there. I'm gonna try and look that up properly later. There we go, finally got that bit done in any case. Cricket. Or like a simulation of playing all the Bubsy games when they came out. Yeah, it's a shame that, because that's a cool idea for a little bit, like, for that puzzle. I just don't understand the solution. Like, how did it... Yeah, I don't really understand how it, like, started, like, what the clue about it started when it began. Sorry if that was really dull to watch. But in any case, this would be quite nice to put a save point right in front of what I assume is a boss, yeah. Because, we've had bits on this before where we've fought bosses, and, the consequence for dying has been pretty heavy. When you say serious songs, do you mean in Tone Grub? Yeah, that is fine. I mean, I do run into problems when I try and re-upload these to YouTube. If we put real... But I don't really want to, like, tell people not to request those. I mean, if I really want to, I can always just go back in and blank those out. One thing, I know the Madonna... Not Madonna, sorry, Kylie. The Kylie I Believe in You song did get copyrighted in one. But I don't know if that's because of the sound effect or if it was actually the song getting requested. I hope it's not the sound effect, because I want to encourage use of that. Yeah, no, go, yeah, go request whatever you want, Grub, as I say, as long as it's not... I can I can trust to say you request whatever you want, Grub, you know, it'll be fine, whatever it is. All your requests are serious. I want to say I'll request whatever, anyone can request what they want. But it's also like, please don't request like climate change denial videos or something. That might be where I draw the line. I hope that's not unreasonable. But I trust whatever serious song is not climate change denial related, so please go ahead. I love this little boss theme. It's a little weird fitting for this game, because it's something I'd associate more with like I don't know, maybe like a sort of more of a Western Mega Drive game that's not quite as cutesy looking, but I dig it, yeah. And to be fair, this is pretty metal, those sort of weird horse ghost man with a metal ball and chain. Yeah, their retro system does bass quite like the Mega Drive. Hey, there we go. The sub-bosses don't tend to be too difficult on this. But they usually come with the threat that if you lose on them, you'll go back quite a way. I think they do, anyway, I might be confusing that with the main bosses. There we go. Okay, do we have a... So, the warrior returns. I've been waiting. Okay, yeah, I do remember. They did say something about doing a quiz, which I'm a bit nervous about, because I don't know. It's just going to be like general knowledge, like that Mega Man Legends 2 one. Will this be questions with regards to the game? Is the lamp spirit fat? Time's up. You still have much to learn. Get yourself together and return later. Ah! Oh, we take a hit every time. Oh wow. That's not too bad, because we got quite a lot of hearts, but... The question to start with, I was half expecting it to be like... Well, I mean, if it was like trivia, would it be Japan orientated? Presumably. But then would they have localised that? But... Oh wait, was it the lab spirit? Yes. Do palace soldiers have swords? Yes. Have you ever bought the Thunder Shield? Yes. Does the sun rise in the show? Ah! Oh, we can actually avoid getting hit though. So that's not too bad. But we are going to... It's quite a fun sound, but it's also like, that's quite a long way to run. If we get a question wrong, so we'll... I don't know if I should write down some... Maybe I should write down any ones I have to guess. The ones that came up then, I was fairly confident on. We'll see how we... Jeff! That's reaffirming of you to say, Jeff, considering how little of that quiz I could answer. That was so strange in that game. It was kind of amazing, I did like it. It was so unexpected in a Mega Man game, and perhaps a little weird for what you'd assume would be the target audience. Do you have healing medicine? Yes, we do. Definitely know that. Does a pyramid look triangular when viewed from above? No. Wait, hold. Wait, no, a pyramid does look. Hold on, I'm going. No, wouldn't it be square shaped from above a pyramid? I've been really dunce on that. It's obviously a triangle, like, on the side, but then... No, is it free? Oh god. Just you dummy. But the thing is, I don't think I actually... I think if you don't answer the question quickly, it looks like it cancels it. Yes, they have swords. Is Pepe fruit rare? Yes. Oh, they're free. No, there's two. Just funny because that's the amount of safe slots the game has. Does your mother give you healing? Yes, I'm pretty sure. Have you ever bought the Thunder Shield? Yes. Do you have a gold bar with you? Yeah. These are really cool, aren't they? Is the Lab Spirit a hard worker? Good cheer for the spirit. No, she does not. I remember them talking about that in the kitchen. Does the Queen wear a gold... Oh, that's such a minor detail. I guess I'll write that down. We'll try and do this legit. I quite like little bits like this. We'll get playlist audio back on. And we'll try and get a pen that works. Oh god, what was the... I've already forgotten the question I was gonna... Oh god, I already forgot what I was gonna write down. So it could be here a while. Do what we can. This is guy. I like little kind of out the box things like this in games. Okay, yes. Is the sun bigger than the... Pretty confidently say that. The opposite of front is... No, it's not. Does the Queen wear a... No, she... Okay, I think that's what I was doing right now. Does the Sage of Save have a staff? Yes, he does. Yep, they do. The Lab Spirit, a hard worker. Definitely not. No, the Lab Spirit fact. I guess. That's a bit mean, but I guess. Was that your sword given to you by your mother? Yes? No. That's a good one to have, because that sounds like it could be true, but no, she only gave us, I don't know who gave us our sword, actually. I don't know if there's any significance to that. Oh, thank you, if, was that requested, the Mega Man Legends one? Oh wait, oh no, this is, oh, it's from the Sonic OVA, is it? But with, Sonic CD remix. Just a potion. Right, anyway. Oh, this is cool. The sun is Definitely bigger than the moon. Pepper Fury's red. Yep, because we can count the whiskers right there, so they do in fact have 6 whiskers. Yeah, she gave us healing medicine. Do you have a gold bar with you? Yep. Was that your sword given to you by your mother? Nope. Do you have healing medicine? Yep. Does the Sage of Save have a staff? Yep. The lamp spirit. I don't like saying yes to that. Oh, excellent. You may... Oh, okay. Oh, lovely. Kraken. Yeah, I love little... they can be a bit annoying, I do get it. I know people took issue with like the ukulele quizzes at the end of Worlds or the Banjo-Kazooie one at the end of the game, but there's something quite fun from... Something quite fun about Oh, yeah. I just looked up Pyramid from above because I was sort of second guessing myself on that because I wasn't sure if the game took my answer of if it looks like a triangle from above when I said no. I didn't know if it took that as like being wrong, but I think it was more I just ran out of time on that. It is a square from above, okay. It seems kind of obvious now, but I was down to that. Just a little bit. Yeah, these pyramids are cool, it's just, it's a shame we've gotten stuck in them quite a bit, but we'll let this song play for a little bit, then we'll put playlist music back on. I know we've heard it quite a bit, but I suppose it's been a little while. I don't know what the, oh wow, okay. It's a bit more of a linear map than we're used to. Oh, is that Sonic Robo Blast 2 still alive? I was playing that yesterday, funnily enough. Sonic Robo Blast 2 being the fan game that is made in the Doom engine, I believe, right? It's kind of a really interesting take on the Sonic 3D platformer. It's technically been in development since like 99, right? Or at least the late 90s. And they're still kind of updating it, and they just did a big update for it. Yeah, cool little release there. It's got an amazing soundtrack as well. Grub. You don't make friends with sound. But I like salads though. Just don't put dressing on them. I don't know if I'll make friends with it. Is that what I make friends with junk food? Probably, actually. Especially if it's like a drunken night out. By some of the Burger King, they'll be a friend for life in that context. Oh my god, you're okay. we do put you through some... Oh god. Through some pretty nasty things, don't we? But then I say that right as we got hit by a cog buzzsaw fin. So that was fun. But sometimes this is a little... suppose if we fire you downwards... So how did we... So do I press down now? I'll do... Menu. Oh, was it Grub? That's one of my favourites. Was it Lisa the Vegetarian it's called? I love at the end of doing like that nursery rhyme theme park and it's just on the intercom at the end. It's this silly old woman. Attention, this is Mother Goose. The following park customers have had their cars broken into. They just come back and their cars are wrecked. Paul McCartney, I choose to believe still lives on top of the Quickie Bar as well. And the amazing bait and switch of like him and Linda McCartney going, do you want to hear his song? And then Apu sings it. It's a great episode. I like it when Simpsons gets emotional as well. I understand. And there's some nice Lisa Homer stuff in that one. Yeah, how did I do this earlier? Oh, there we go. Yeah, those bits could do with being a little... Like, I think in a lot of these cases where you want the Pepe Le Pew to do the thing there, you just have to stand still and press the button again while you're holding them, but I think it's not immediately clear. Oh god. a bit of a train wreck, isn't it? Come on, come on. Let's playfully slide away from the horrific buzzsaw, should we? Oh, there we go. It's not too bad once you know how. It's just not immediately clear. Ah! So how the hell do we... This ice is strange as well, you can't actually... I don't think we're really meant to be this way, because I don't know how you could get through that bit without taking a hit, but you sort of did it. It is, isn't it, Cricket? It's so likeable, this game. It does come highly recommended. So if you get a Mega Drive Mini, it should be the first thing you play on there. And it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up on Sega Ages as well. I mean, they went for the effort of translating this in like 2011, I think it was. 12 maybe. They might as well get the most mileage out of that and just keep re-releasing it. So yeah, I guess the trick of this is all these Ice Pyramid dungeons. It's kind of crazy there's 3 of them. This has by far been the longest section of the game so far. But they all have tricky kind of little... they all have like a unique trick to each of them. And this one is buzzsaws and ice you can't seemingly walk on, you just have to slide across in an inelegant fashion. I do like that sliding animation though. That's me rushing to the kitchen and forgetting the floor is wet. I mean, it's kind of cool Snatch is getting re-released. Not in a version you could play without knowledge of Japanese, but I just assumed Snatch would never get re-released, so it's amazing it's finally happened in some form. But yeah, not a very useful one, sadly. I think it's cool that's happened in the TurboGrafx or PC Engine Mini. I mean, obviously there's no nostalgia for that in the UK, because it either didn't come out here or got such a limited re-release that it basically didn't. Oh, I see. Oh, that's quite clever, actually. Okay. We had to use the Peppy Lagoon, we had to like call to them to sort of stop our slide in there. But yeah, I guess, I mean, that would be a Konami joint, the PC Engine or TurboGrafx Mini, because that was kind of a Hudson thing, which and they own Hudson, so I guess any Konami game, including Snatcher, which I might be wrong. I got the impression Hideo Kojima didn't want Snatcher re-released, or was it like Police Notes? I think it was a bit funny about. Don't really know the story behind that. Maybe they're like, well, screw it, now that he's gone. They should definitely re-release the Mega CDs version of Snatcher. It's the only one that actually got translated into English. Which is a planned future stream, I should say, as well, at some point. In fact, if you see the Pixie P in chat who raided us last time we were streaming, she went through Snatcher, and I think she's gone through Police Notes as well. They're such cool stylish games, kind of... I mean, they are Kojima being very... I mean, pretty much like any Kojima production, they're indulgent as hell in the things that he likes. So there's a lot of like obvious inspiration from sci-fi movies and whatnot. But it's quite fun and the presentation's amazing. Yeah, I wasn't really sure what the differences are. They're quite similar there, though. I know every version looks quite different aesthetically. It seems like, I guess, kind of matching whatever hardware they're on. Like, I imagine the Mega CD one is like probably less colourful in certain ways, smaller colour palette. But then it's probably better in other ways. Right, so we're descending quite... This is a weird layout, because it looked very linear at first when you look at that snake fin up top, but And yeah, we'll put playlist music back on there as well. At least until we get to a boss, I think. Yeah, because I do love the tune here, but we are also in these dungeons for quite a long period of time, so... Oop. Well done. So, can we have statue up here? Right here. Oh, this has got to be on. Hey! So we've got 2 so far. I feel like we might have missed one. It was like that room we went into that we didn't really get much from. So there's very possibly something I missed in there. I would say this game is like madly obtuse, but you probably still want a guide on hand. Just to be absolutely safe. I mean, I can miss things so easily in a game like this, so... I like to have one at the best and worst of times. Is Pet streaming tonight, by the way? No, because I don't know if he had like had Retro Monday or the Twitch cast. As well, so we're kind of between 9 and 10. So I would have considered raiding at some point if so. Ooh, what have you added? Toad Sid's All I Want for Christmas is... Yeah, Okay, I say I'll definitely add that, but I'll probably forget, so I'll... Forget function of pen. Yeah, maybe I'll try and... If I remember and I have time, I'll try and change the Christmas playlist for the next stream. And maybe do one of silly little Christmas decorations. Unlike the Halloween ones, I'll probably still keep some requests on. Partly because the snowy game music playlist I've got isn't as long as the Halloween one. Christmas playlist, Toad, Sinner. It's right now, I should remember. Cool. I love this. This is a lovely little remix of the OVA music and the Stardust Speedway from Sonic CD. They go together so well. It always amazes me when you get these song mashups. People doing it. They fit the songs together so cleverly. I guess they have the same time into them, or well, that's probably the main thing, really. I've seen so many cases of that with Sonic songs, often with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme tune, actually. Turns out Tidal Tempest, the American version from Sonic CD, goes really well with that. But are we on the... Yes, we're on the lowest level now. So we'll go to the end here, but I feel like we've almost certainly missed a statue or two. I mean, yeah, we only have 2, we need 5. So what will the hint be here that I also don't understand? The freestone statues will give you hints. Oh, okay. Can they be clear and not obtuse, please? Be careful. One of the 3 statues is telling a lot. Oh, gosh. Oh, that is a very Professor Layton style riddle, isn't it? So one of these statues is lying. I mean, we can't do this at the moment anyway. Leopard is rightmost, which is second from left. So one of these is wrong. I guess you just kind of have to go by which ones do or don't make sense. We might that's the one I'm probably the most confident we'll be able to figure out, actually. I'm trying to remember what it was for the first temple now, but I don't think I really properly figured that one out. I definitely did not figure out that second one. Oh, that's the cool song. You know what's a bit troublesome? I saw the words Edgy and Sonic together. And that reminded me that I saw today someone's done a HD texture pack for Shadow the Hedgehog. Like the GameCube version specifically to use on Dolphin. Well, I think they showed screenshots of it and they're about to release it. But yeah, the combination of those 2 words reminded me of Shadow. Is that okay? I don't know. Whatever case, this is a great little song. This is like level 6, I think. Although also part of it is also used as the level clear tool, isn't it, in Sonic Rush? Yeah, it's the music with that film is really cool. Yeah, it's the cool thing is, you know, there was that recent is it OKKO, the Cartoon Network show that had Sonic and Tails appearing in episodes. People have pointed out there seems to be like poses from the OVA taken like implemented into Sonic's animation in that in like 1 or 2 bits. Or I mean, apparently they've drawn quite a lot of Sonic media for it. I still need to watch it properly, but there's clearly quite a fondness for that OVA. As I say, I greatly enjoyed it back in the day. Having the video of it, which I'm still not completely sure how we got. It just showed up in the mail one day. I think it was Sonic the Comic related, but I'm not completely sure. Oh, is this the one you requested, Grum? Oh, is it kind of a punk song? Oh gosh, yeah. Well, yeah. From some man's sweaty, desperate touch. Yeah. Mess him up, mess. God damn it, I've had enough. When did you come to think with you so sexy? What brought this to? Have you been listening to this? Listening to this lately, Amigo? I quite like it. As I say, it's got a slight punk theme to it, or punk tone to it, or it's obviously on a pretty gravely serious topic. I mean, some punk is, but you see. First, oh, you did say that. Yeah, it's fantastic. Fair play. Yeah, it's. She's got a great voice for this kind of emotional. Like, she's got great emotional range for which the topic quite clearly calls for. Could you send me the? I've been listening to quite a bit of like punk, probably a bit more on the poppy side, kind of punks, not like terribly hard stuff. But it isn't too far of a leap for me to make for the kind of music I've been listening to lately. So, could you link me to the band, Grum? I ended up discovering a lot of kind of random bands through Spotify at the moment. Anyone else read the cosplay? Sonic the Cosplay, that's an amazing name. And I assume that's very much what it says on the tin. No, I haven't seen that, that's really cool though. I'm trying to think what movie Sonic looks like, because I mean that's one of the things I like about the movie. It's very, like it's very much the classic Sonic design and aesthetic to it. Like you got the classic Eggman or Robotnik design of it as well. Oh, cool, Grum. You got a good taste of music, man. Well, I was gonna say I've liked every song you've put in on here. But no, I'll stick to that, even if it does basically mean saying, I like that you've requested Barbie Girl and Mr. Blobby as well. Why not? We'll throw this in there as well. Which perhaps don't touch on quite as grave matters as this one does. That's okay. Okay, I'm good. I like these ice. I'm just a bit sad I have to keep looking stuff up in them, because I'm a bit sort of. It's quite easy to lose track of where you are on these. It is good they give you the map at least. I do perhaps wish they. Perhaps wish they kind of indicated which rooms you have or haven't been in. A bit sort of Zelda-y. Here we go. A bit lighter into. Oh my god! Oh, he's going for it. Oh, he's not that screechy. He is a bit, but oh my lord. Oh my god. How is this voice box still intact? How isn't it just like snapped? God. Jesus. This is like 6 minutes long as well, isn't it? Oh, we need to get this at the next Nintendo South Wales event play. Oh, he's really going for it. Is there a Toadette version? God. Oh my lord. Whatever Christmas parties you go to this year, people, sneak this on the playlist and see if anyone notices. I've noticed we've like dropped 3 viewers, is that because of the song? Yeah, it's a bit, isn't it? Yeah, we've done this bit, haven't we? That was just, like, these temples are cool, we just inevitably end up at this point where we're going around in circles. God. I swear it keeps getting more, well, more what it is as the song goes on. I feel like it's based on his voice in Sonic Advance 1. That was especially, like, that was especially scratchy. Maybe not helped by the GBA sound chip or whatever, but still. Well, this has got to be in the festive mood. I don't know about you guys. I think this was Alma's take. And thank you for introducing it to us, Alma. Is this like a series, Toad Sins? God, that... Even if I could mimic Toad, and I can't, I would... My voice box capacity is such that I would get like 5 seconds into singing this, and I would just be out of breath. I would not be able to sustain this. Holy hell. Oh my lord. God, I'm so glad they screamed that. I just picturing it cut to like at Peach's castle, like the audience sort of clapping while looking a bit while looking a bit nervous and whatnot. Oh dear, this guy that's just gone, no map for this one, it's simple. It's like, well, I managed to miss some. I think it gets confusing because you end up going to like one, I mean, if you're not paying attention, like I'm not, as much as I should be, you end up like going around in circles, right? So we skip that one. But I feel, did we get this far? You don't think Idaho liked that song? Oh no, I do. She liked the song. She didn't like the song, but she did like Toad's performance, right? That's how I choose to read that. Oh, I'm lucky on that, Jeff. I was just thinking, I wish there was a way to like let any song go in to the song request, but I'm sorry, it's a bit loud. It's a good song to have loud because it's amazing, but. Yeah, I wish there was a way to just like let any song go in. Right, so did we do this? Well, yeah, we've done this one. Okay, I think that's what confused me because okay. So sorry, Graham. I'll actually read what you said earlier, though. I was about to read it and I got distracted by the hilarity of Toad. Bless his heart. So they wrote those American Gods. Oh, yeah, Grub. That was relatively recent. Oh God, yeah, I remember being infuriated by that. God, that was just. Oh, that was gross, wasn't it? Believe victims, people. Oh no, we got another one that's not. Oh, you're not having much luck today, Jeff. There's all the songs there that aren't. Just the Streamlabs software doesn't like, unfortunately. I think actually, Grub. I think I do remember. I think I remember seeing like the thumbnail of that video of the woman playing it. Yeah. Yeah, because that went quite viral, didn't it? Oh, this is fun. Yeah, I really hope this hasn't been too monotonous a stream. I know we're kind of going over the same kind of environments over and over again. It's partly my fault, but I don't think I'm so deep in conversation I'm not paying as much attention to the so it's so easy to end up going around in circles and whatnot. Oh yeah, this bit I was confused by. Oh no, I think it's because we go back up from above, yeah. We only have two of the It's a bit, I think this guy just kind of thought, okay, I could just be a bit more succinct here, but I'm kind of wishing they at the very least put the names of what statues and where you get them. Because we're missing two now. Well, please be careful as well, we're a bit low on health. And some of those buzzsaws are quite difficult to avoid, actually. Wait, oyster shell? What? Oh gosh. That means something else. Yeah, I did. Now that you, I do remember seeing that about. Yeah. Oh dear. That's the correct response to just what a horrific thing that was. Oh, thank you, Jeff. Oh, are you still playing Horizon, by the way? How's that going? It's because I know you get similar kind of worries when you're like playing an RPG and you're grinding, right? I'm still enjoying this as well. It hasn't gone. I do think it, as I say, maybe could do with one or two more landmarks to make aspects of the map less confusing, and also maybe make it clearer which rooms we have or haven't been to. But still, I am greatly enjoying that. But I am basically on the precipice of looking up what we need to do. So, like, we're all the way back up on the very top now. Hello, Matt! Listen to kind of punk music there. Hope you're well, sir. Yeah, so it feels like I've seen basically everything here, but I certainly haven't. Well, I haven't just not listened to. Which, according to this guide, apparently was straightforward. I missed that, though. Hope you're well, Matt. Right, so I think did we go all the way to the right here? Yeah, there's a lot of slides in the barrel. Oh, maybe we didn't. Did I go all the way to the right here? I probably did. As I said, this must be maddening to watch if you've been looking closely. I'd probably like doing the same thing over and over again without realising. What cool music on there?
Oh, no doubt about it. He's lost it.
Way ahead of you. Another kind of game of this vintage that's a bit similar. Okay, so we missed this one. Hey! So I thought we did go into the, so we only need one more now then. Did we go into this one? Yeah. Right, I really need to try not to get hit now. Yeah, we've got still a taste of music. It seems like, right? Well, I think this was this your suggestion? I like this song. Oh god! You know, it's a really good trick to whack your keyboard, which then probably sounds horrible on stream. Oh, sure. That works for me. Oh, cool. You guys know Luke. He's the one who's been streaming Bioshock. Friend from the Nintendo South Wales. He just started playing Gary's mods. Ooh, I don't like this. Oh, especially because we actually missed our chance to get the thing we needed there. Oh, I tell you what we'll do actually. This is going to get even more monotonous, but we're going to walk back, go all the way back to the temple we were just in. So we'll keep the player. Oh, I thought this sounded if it's Team America, yeah. Which, if I'm honest, I'm a bit sour on South Park these days, and so by extension, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, but some of the stuff they've done is really funny, and I do remember liking parts of Team America at least. Being impressed by the puppetry and reading behind the scenes, apparently just what a horrible pain it is to make a film with puppets. I think they basically confirmed they would not have done it if they realised how difficult that would be. Yeah, I hope you're well, Matt. And again, I like things they've done. I don't really like them overall, but I do think it's neat Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They've got like a really big interest in musical theatre, which I mean, obviously they've done the Book of Mormon as well. It's obviously kind of the sort of what you'd think of as being a bit more kind of sickly sweet with musical theatre, which is a bit unfair. But you kind of think of it as being a bit more, perhaps a bit more innocent typically than the kind of stuff they do. So it makes for an interesting contrast. Oh, nice, Still Alive. You like it? I have heard it's very good. Who is this? Oh, it's a character theme from F-Zero GX. Oh, these are amazing. And for some reason, they're all like locked behind the like a really obscure option in the menu, aren't they? Or I think maybe that, and if you clear the final Grand Prix with the characters as well, maybe. Like these really kind of songs that a lot of production went into that are already used for a very small part of the game. God, how much did it cost to do all that? Oh, really? Still Alive? Yeah. So they have done a bit of that. I mean, obviously they do a lot of acting in their own works, but because I think one of them was in like the third Despicable Me movie, I want to say. This is quite fun, isn't it? It's quite I don't like. I thought I knew F-Zero pretty well, but I can't remember who Mrs. Arrow is. The name that's coming to mind is Lisa Brilliant, who I think is like a character from the GBA game. I hope that line made knowledge always be with you. Oh, nice. Okay, so yeah, so we do not need to look up the guide after all. I hope we don't need to for the trophies. quite interested in that bit. It's quite neat, these ice bits. They are a little annoying, but it's quite a clever way to... I didn't quite understand, like, when we got the last fruit, we made the last fruit for our friend there. They became a bit heftier, so now we can't walk with them. Which seemed like a downgrade, but then that actually helps us for that little bit. Oh, damn it, no, it's the wrong one. I think it is, yeah, there's one to the right of us. That's why, if there was like maybe like a sign above the doors or something to make it easier to remember which one's which. I need a bit of help on that front. This sounds like such... I'm trying to think what... This could easily be like just a pop song from a major outlet at the time, isn't it? I'm trying to think like what band it reminds me of. God, they did like... They did 30 of these then, didn't they? Because I mean that's... Would be fair, isn't it? Yeah, I saw Avenue Q live, I think in like 2012, I think. And I know the songwriter for that, the songwriter, they worked on like, oh god damn it, it happened again. Oh, but we were able to get back up this time. Why couldn't it be last time? Yeah, like that Avenue Q songwriter's done like a lot of work on big Disney films as well, haven't they? Matt, basically, the in-game music here is very good. Definitely listen. Yeah. It's also very loud. I don't know when that happened. But it's also, we've had 3 of these dungeons back to back with this music. I think when you get to bits like that, when we hear the song a good bit of time, I'm having to swap to the playlist for a bit. Just in like select cases like that, I still generally like to play the... oh god, this is going to be irritating. A horrible place to try and fight one of these. Yeah, but we... And of course you can move on the... Oh, this is a bit of a horrible enemy place because we can't jump on this, and the best way to deal with those really is to do a jump and slash at them. So what the hell have we meant to? And like, yeah, if they hit, oh god, what a horrible placement of an enemy that is. Driving about like, oh right, okay, that bit gets uncriticised because that's actually quite clever. We just had to again, you don't take god damn it, you don't take damage when you just get in contact with an enemy, so we just had to slide against it basically. That's quite funny actually. Yeah, oh gosh. The game gets, oh, it's not bad. Alright, so I hope I don't regret this, but we are going to use the, oh, actually, oh god. Right, let's see if we can...
Dirty rat! He's cheating! Look!
Okay, now who will we... I don't know, because I feel like we might need that medicine for the boss, and I don't think there's another way to get any. Screw it. Fine, we'll use it. The thing that gave me pause is there's the vendor machine that gives out hearts that we might be able to use now that since we're coming back to this bit, but... I'm hoping there'll be a save point right before the boss. I like this. What's this song from? I like those. Oh, is this Wipeout? Oh, cool. Just taking pleasure to make things fall. Yeah, kill your charged. That was cool. Oh, someone from Torchwood was in there. That's an interesting choice. Yeah, I haven't seen it in years. I remember liking it generally at the time. Yeah. Although I saw it with my my brother and my mum actually. That was a bit. I don't know if it's. It might not always be something you'd want to watch for a parent. That was a little strange in some ways. Oh, nice. I know there's always like the bit at the end where they're talking, where they drop in. I know there's like a couple of lines they change depending on whatever year it is or whatever current events are on. I think it's when they're like referencing something modern that's awful. So I think at one point that was Jedward at some point, which probably wouldn't be as relevant now. Isn't it like they live next to Gary Coleman, isn't it? Who's like the who's like a child sort of a child actor who got kind of mistreated, unfortunately. And that's usually played by a woman, I believe. And I think because he died at some point as well, the actual Gary Coleman, didn't he? It's, if you're not familiar with Avenue Q, you know won't explain that very well, but there's some curious kind of decisions made in the characters of it and such. And if you don't know, it's also actually like a Jim Henson style puppet show. But the twist is that it's very it's not like completely like it's got a sweetness to it, but it is also very talks about some capital A adult themes and jokes and such. Yeah. Which, yeah, it's a little odd because I think when they started he was still alive. I'm not really sure why he picked him. I can't remember if there was like a particular joke as to why. He just happens to live in the same neighbourhood as these puppets, doesn't he? This is such a cool Wipeout song, Jeff. I do like it. Ooh. Yeah, I'm really worried about us not having our medicine. Now, is that Amadeus? Because I like it. Oh god, there we go, Jeff. Case in point about capital A adult things. Oh, it's Cricken! Good choice. It's with the crash. It's that crash meme, isn't there? With him like jumping all about the place, going whoa. He needs to do a duet like that with Toad. That's gonna be very hard music to try and concentrate to. So, okay, so we were here earlier. Now we've actually got all 5 statues. So I'll write these down. God. Now it's me being so naive, thinking, oh, we're getting the actual song. The crash does sound very keen to be said there, so good for him. Leopard, rightmost. Which is second from left? Which is second from left? Okay, so one of these is a lie. As in, so that's one of the 3. Let's go to the second one. Why did that catch me by surprise? Him going, whoa. Why did I not expect that? Right, swallow is leftmost. Swallow. I'm not writing these down in case that wasn't evidence. Turtle, second from left. But whenever I play a game like this, like making notes, my desk starts to look like, you know that shot from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia where Charlie Day has like got a crazy roadmap of notes of conspiracy theories on the wall. It starts to look like that. It starts to look a little bit like work of a mad map. But obviously not mad. Well, I should have seen it coming. Very good, Cricket. Alright, so okay, so I've got 3 of them in front of me. Turtle is middle, Owl is leftmost. Well, okay, so okay, so it's got to be one of the... Both the middle and the right one claim there's something leftmost. So I guess maybe process of elimination is probably the best way to do this. So it's got to be one of those two. Oh, this is a cool... This also is the Craftmo one. Very well. Alright, so I'll just kind of be systematic about this, I think. So, Swallow is leftmost. I'll just try one of them first, and if it doesn't work, I'll do the other one. Swallow is leftmost, Turtle second from left, so that'll be that one. So, here we go. I also remind you the stream is mature rated. It's a bit quiet this, isn't it? I hope you can hear that. I think I've turned that up as high as it can go. Oh dear. Oh gosh. And it's for Jasm streams as well. Well, don't make that a double feature, but I'm so sorry. Nope, okay. So it's the other one. Double. The puppetry's really good at it as well, isn't it? Gosh. Again, this was not something to see with your mother. Well, my mother, specifically.
You're a pervert.
Sticks and stones, kid monster.
No, really. You're a pervert.
Oh, good.
Normal people don't sit at home and look at porn on the internet.
Actually, I'll tell you what, just very quickly. Oh no, okay, actually.
You have no.
Ah, grub! No! No! Bad grub! Bad grub! Right, I'm just gonna take a quick toilet break. I'll let the song keep playing until we want to stop it. Back in a second.
Now, I happen to know for a fact that you, Rod, check your portfolio and trade stocks online. That's correct. And Brian, you buy things on Amazon.com.
Sure.
And Gary, you keep selling your possessions on eBay. Yes, I do. And Princeton, you sent me that sweet online birthday card.
True. Oh, but Kate, what do you think you do after? Grab your dick and double click. Internet is for internet is for internet is for.
You actually requested the Monster World song. Yeah, Cricket, it did occur to me it could be read that way right after. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But I genuinely need to know. Oh dear. Graham, I don't hate you. Of course I don't. Oh, you still have any queue of your parents still alive today? Oh, you're into the car, Graham. Oh, I'm lucky. Yeah, Masterful. Good song this. I will actually add this to the playlist. Along with other songs from this game. But I do like the gag of requesting that when the point of us having the song request on was to not hear that because we heard that song a lot on repeat as is. A good song though. Okay, so I am the Ice Wizard. I don't really know much about the villains in this. I mean, we can. Yeah, people are being consumed by darkness. I believe in a thing called love as well. I never knew those creatures worked for us. You foolish moyas, yes. Welcome to darkness of your own free will. Alright, mate, alright. Oh my god, okay, this is cool. Shit, oh gosh. It looks like they've got the heads of, you know, those, what's the game volume at? You know, those quote-unquote bullies in Mario 64. Reminds me of those. It's such an odd form they've taken on with this. Oh, come on, that shield could have maybe considered blocking that. The boss room is kind of terrifying in this. It's a cool one, though. So is this going to have the last like major dungeon boss before had 2 forms to it? I'm partly expecting this one too, but we have hit it a number of times, so I'm a bit scared because we don't have our medicine. So this is not Mary Poppins approved.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you. And also the thing in the corner. Thank you. That's gonna happen, I just have to accept I'm gonna forget that every once in a while, I think. Not an easy thing for me to accept, but... Oh gosh! Oh, is that the end? Hey, we got it! You think about how long each of these Ice Temple dungeons took us, and then that's, that wasn't too tricky a boss, was it? Oh, there we go. Thank you! Good for you, Matt. Good for you. Thank you for sharing that. Sun Spirit, the Ice Wizard trapped me. Did not mean to shirk my We weren't accusing you of skimming off, mate. It's okay. You're alright, buddy. If the Queen finds out, she'll win my... Oh gosh. I'd hope she'd be a merciful Queen. Back on I don't think we should tell that genie what was on that quiz we answered. There were comments made about his work ethic, or lack thereof, and his weight, which I don't think he would be terribly happy about. But yeah, there we go, Ice Temple done. It's a cool section, it does go on a little bit, it's a bit easy to get lost on, but I did like it still, some clever ideas there. I did approve. Oh, are they still alive? Really? Because I noticed there's the diary of the main character, or was it like the biography of the main character from Monster World? It's been so long since I played that, I wouldn't remember those particular characters, but oh, that's a really cool little continuity nod then. Now that people's hearts are so troubled, the city's defences are grown weak. But I don't really care. Oh gosh. See, less in light of the fact we need to vote this week, less of this, alright?
Nobody cares!
No, that's not right, Jim Carrey. We must care when the election comes up. Vote, god damn it, vote. Are you the same? Yes, you are. You're gonna let fascists get elected if you guys don't vote. It's a shame. Oh god, oh, where's the woman gone? Has she become one of these? Where are you at, Miss? Ah, up here. What's happening? What? What? Oh. I don't condone this kind of talk. Not even a little bit. I can't really bring myself to even politely disagree. I feel... Oh dear. can we at least excuse some people from dropping dead, if not preferably all of them? I don't want to see your face anymore. A gold bar? Who cares about such things anymore? If you give it to me, I won't refuse. Okay, good. Because I was worried now. I was like, wait a minute, is she not going to accept our gold bars anymore? Because I kind of want her to. Because the people are still like under a spell of being a bit, yeah, a bit of a bad mood, is it? I've probably got Ghostbusters on the mind because of the new trailer today, but it's a bit Ghostbusters 2, everyone becoming a bit angrier and meaner to each other because of nearby supernatural shenanigans. My husband's not the only one who's changed. People have fallen under a dark spell. They've all embraced nihilism. Ooh, it's a steel shield. Oh no. Oh, wait, hold on. That's quite expensive, but our current shield is +2, but... I need to look those up, I think. Silly little girl, I told you I have nothing to sell, now hit the threat. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm pretty bloody terrified if I'm honest of it, Graham. Yeah, good to hear you doing your art, Matt. What the world's happened to this city? Everyone's so angry for some reason. Oh, you can buy medicine as well. Yeah, we might end up doing that. Might not prioritise that immediately. I bet that little round bird finished to play. Oh, you leave my buddy alone. They're good people. God, yeah, a few things of this remind me of Zelda 2, and one of the weirdest ones is just how useless some of the NPCs are. Like, I can't remember. Nope. Still can't remember. Oh, is it actually £500 the fee for that? Seems cheap to me. Best of luck on that, Matt. Oh yeah, Vixis is being mean to her little brother. And Camel just doesn't care, as usual. Fair play to them. Oh, thinking of leaving, you better buy... Oh wow, okay, so... So is that the... Right, playlist goes back on. which is the song again. As I look up the best equipment in this. I have to admit, this game's actually taken me longer than I expected. I haven't played for it very efficiently, but I am greatly enjoying it. Cricket. Fair enough. Ah, Jeff! Yeah, I like the camel. Again, just such expressive sprites in this. Someone was a big fan of. Okay, so... What is this? It's from Red Steel? Really? Oh, there's like a pachinko section. Wow, that's interesting. Actually, yeah, I think I remember really early screenshots of Red Steel that showed that. Okay. Oh, it says Supersonic. By the way, a strange man game you're looking for a hero. Go see him if you think you're up to snuff. Who's that though? Okay, so yeah, we need to, yeah, we'll keep playing this music on for a little bit. So we need to sell, so if we don't get that armor now, it sounds like we can't ever get it again, and apparently that's the best armor in the game. So I'm quite glad actually we didn't buy the one before that. Apparently there's like a debug armor that you can get with a cheat. So what's the trick with that? That has the same defense as this one, but... Oh, it's talking about how the ways you try and get it can like freeze the game and it's fine. Oh, it's ripped from the original Japanese version, but then they got put back in. Fascinating. Alright, so ooh, gosh, we got quite a lot from that. So do we want to sell all of those now then? Or is she, please do forgive the start-stop nature of this stream. It's a beautifully somber, wistful little song here. Oh, unlucky I'm making a mess of things, Matt. Unlucky, man. Okay, Monster World 4 Gold Bar. I could probably get by without worrying about this stuff, but I think it's just me trying to make absolutely sure. Okay, so... Wait, so what did we get from... Tell you what, if I rewind a second, just... What did I... How many coins did I get from that? If we rewind quite a lot, it looks like... Didn't realize how much I paused it. Okay, so... I've got 18044.
He's cheating! Look!
Oh, so that's 9999. Oh, so this is when they're the most valuable, I think. Yeah, because apparently much later they're 5,000 instead. Okay, yeah, so we're cashing in now. Yeah, definitely doing that then. Yeah, you guys have done. You guys have been really good DJs tonight. Thank you. Really good tunes suggested. Okay, so we can buy the. Yeah, I can buy the legendary armor now. Yeah, because the game outright warns you here, right, buy from this guy, because he's going to go away for a bit. So it's definitely buying the legendary armor. Thanks to our gold bar sales. So I don't know where that string man will be. There we go, so we've got... Oh, look, we've got a full, at least pink health bar. The, I assume we could probably fill the blue one up as well, although... Probably missing some heart pieces on that, I don't know. Oh, cricket! Yeah, oh god, don't... Yeah. Fuck it, I'll just say it, don't vote Tory. Oh my god. There we go, I got that out. I won't say it again. Save the darkness now visits me. Look, over there. Oh, I remember that, she got paranoid, this poor woman. What's wrong? I'll be eaten alive. Wait a minute, I've got the in-game music back on. It stopped. Oh look! Hello. Oh yeah, the music stops. I'll be eaten alive. It doesn't seem to be hurting you. Hold on. When did that start then? Because we've had the audio off, obviously. Right, so how about this is weird. Oh gosh. This is terrible, I see the darkness now visits me. Oh, I didn't even notice the animation. Oh god. That's a bit sinister, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. I somehow didn't notice that the first time. I've got the in-game audio. That was one disadvantage to not having the in-game audio on then. I didn't pick up on that. It does feel very sinister actually, losing the music here, doesn't it? And then... Well, that's horrifying, isn't it? That'd be nice, I mean... Is this a Gremlins fin? Have they gone from, like, nice Gizmo to mean Gizmo? My goodness. I mean, no one seems fazed by them. No one's saying anything different. It's a cool little creepy sod, this, isn't it? The church organ at the start was was effectively chilling, especially because you wasn't really expecting this. I mean, they're not hurting anyone. At least seemingly. I mean, you still don't. Oh no, you're Mr. I can't remember. It's like you're the other fellas who look like you don't care. So that's a bit of a shame in this. Like they perhaps can get more NPCs right. So maybe cartridge space was still a bit of a limitation by this point. Yeah, it's taking on a curiously sinister tone, isn't it? What do you reckon for that? Well, so I could probably just have a quick look at the equipment list again, because it seems like this has been the best point to cash in where we are on that. Oh, nice! This is from the US soundtrack, isn't it? A really cool one. Cyrus's sword. Have we got the? I think we've got the. At least the best sword we can have so far. It looks like. So what about there's the shields as well. Okay, before we do this bit though, let's go so we'll make sure we're well stocked. There we go. Okay, so we've got steel shield, that's 6. I bet they have made this quite interesting in terms of actually, yeah, we've got a few, so we could go for the that shield there, so that's got 2 defense. Is that what that current one has? Yeah. But it protects against everything except fire, thunder. Oh, that's what the other ones did, though, isn't it? Fire, thunder, and water. Oh, and then the other. Oh, I see. Okay. Yes, they've made. Oh, and then this one actually. Oh, they've made this really interesting, actually. So there's. I don't really know which is the best out of those 3. That's kind of interesting. Well, I don't really want to go +1 defense, although... Oh, actually, no, it would be either... No, we'll go for the, perhaps the obvious choice. But that's quite cool, they made that a little bit... I mean, in a way I like it, in a way I find it stressful, but when they make it so what equipment you go for next, they don't just do a linear, obvious which one you should go for. They made that quite interesting, actually, which I quite liked. Okay, so in that case we will buy some medicine as well. So we're doing pretty alright for... I don't think cash will be much of a concern now. I don't want to speak too soon, but I assume we can probably get this done in another stream after tonight. So I don't know how late we'll go tonight. Kind of play that by ear a bit. Oh, hello. Oh, is that the strange man? No, I'm not a hero. Sorry, I thought you were the hero. Well, the hero? There's only one of us. I think they might mention the prophecy. Like, I forget. Hello, Graham. Hope you're well, sir. the bangles. Oh, it is Monday, and it's relatively manic, isn't it? Like, come on, sir. What do you reckon? Really? I wasn't expecting a yawn later today. Don't underestimate us first. Oh, Ped is streaming Monster Boy. There we go. A bit of Monster Worlds crossover. What I had a hard time finding you. Can you look? I know there weren't many female. There's particularly many female video game protagonists by this point, but they exist. I'd be that surprised. Sky Dweller. I came from above the clouds seeking help. We had lived with the wind spirits. What, you feared all this? Alright, I'll skip it. The wind medallion is in the hands of the queen. You must go save her as soon as possible. Very well. Yeah, it's all pretty standard. You've seen this kind of story a million times in games, but it's done, you know, with kind of a pleasantness and charm to it. So I do like. I like that. I'm sorry you were born in such hard times. I think that line rings kind of true to well, my generation. I think the generation below us as well, personally. Whatever they meant for that line to be so to rinse so kind of. Yeah, of course it is, Matt. Go for it. I'm not holding you here hostage, at least knowingly. Tell him I said hi and we'll probably bait him. Yeah, he started quite late, hasn't he? To get something up. It's completely fair. I actually wasn't that long ago. I started streaming around this kind of time, actually. Oh, I want to get another fruit so that the sprite for our little friend there can get even bigger. Cricket. Oh, someone needs to. You don't have to. Someone needs to request that at some point. That's a great little song. As is Ice Cap. I wouldn't even joke about threatening to. You know, they say streams should be apolitical. I can't with this. I'm sorry. It's too. Lives are on the line. Enough is enough. No more bloody austerity, you know. But yeah. Decimal freeze you. I'll joke about freezing you even. Well, that also would be a life on the line because I don't think you can really freeze someone and not have major to outright lethal consequences. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, Matt. I'll catch you over on Penta stream, hopefully. I don't know how late you'll be going. I fancy going for a little bit longer on this, but I still would like to rate him, so we'll see how that works out. But yeah, no worries, Matt. Later. So, good old Queenie. Apparently has the case of the evils. Oh god. Oh no! Oh, it's quite clever when they do this actually. So this has previously been a very safe area for us. Including not having to fight these guards. Who are actually pretty bloody hard to hit because they're quite evasive. They'll back them up against the wall, I guess. They also take a load of hits. So yeah, clever little touch that to make and it's a funny twist as well because I assumed we were going to go back to that area we'd go into the gates through to go to the various kind of worlds in this game, but now it's just this castle we've been to several times. Actually, that kind of happened. I'll say something similar happens to that Monster Boy. I probably shouldn't say anything more than that. Although it does kind of tease it in the game's opening, actually, like the anime opening. Ah, Cricket! That's Mr. Freeze to you. Well, Mr. Freeze back, because it would be Megan. Yeah, and I can't agree. I can't just agree to disagree on certain. When it comes to like political minutiae, that's really kind of hard to kind of navigate through. Obviously, there's room for interpretation there, but when it just comes to cold hard, look, I'm sorry, healthcare should be a right, you know. Like, I'm just not gonna. This might be what Jara wanted to avoid, really, wasn't it? This kind of political talk, bless him. I did say to him I completely understand why he wanted to avoid any kind of potential conflict-laden talk. But yeah. As easy as it might be to be jaded, do vote, you know. Do vote. What do you reckon, Chef? You look absolutely scrumptious. Crumb! Yeah. Well, it's funny when people are like, yeah, this isn't really a Tory-friendly place. I mean, you know, I do want to be sympathetic to cases where, you know, like, I say you get people who haven't had a great education or such, who have been failed by the system, who have bought into the Tory lie, like and, you know, I do want to believe there is, you know, people can change over time, you know, and I'm sure there are ways I could change over time which would, you know, make me better, which I'm not there right now, but yeah. It's just, there's that desire to be agreeable, but I'm also like, for fuck's sake, have some empathy, please, you know. It's why I've never, because I know people say like to try and shy away from politics, and I do get it. It's not obviously really a focus here, but I'm also sort of, I don't mind people putting that up as, you know, as long as they don't have shit politics, really. Which generally doesn't seem to happen, so that's good. But you know, I will say, it's not really a topic I'm going to be kind of passive about if it comes up. At least not easily. So I do feel passionate about it. Yeah, I've known people who in retrospect it's like, oh god, they said that. I know parts of my family lean a bit more to the right, although we also do have a few gay relatives who they very much welcome to open arms, so at least glad of that, if not maybe other things I don't agree with as much. Which might not have stopped me from having a proper socialist rant in front of a few of them when that came up before, but I didn't say that already. You can change Graham. You don't need to change Graham, you're perfect. Every which way. I like this fella, Mr. Cloud Wizard. Don't know what his deal is. He's voting Brexit Party, the arse. You. Whoops, forget I just said that. It's about to affect you, honestly, Brexit Party. The Wind Battalion, who cares about such things? I'm queen of this land. I'm sure this isn't just of her an inclination. She hasn't just gone like, it's going to spoil the final season of Game of Thrones then, but she's just become drunk with power, has she? That seems to happen so often with people in these kind of positions. I want to see you die. Ooh, oh wow! Oh no! Oh, no, you did not just... No, they haven't killed them off, have they? Oh, poor Asha thinks they have, though. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I'm sure my Pepperligo missed its mark. Oh, it took the bullet for us. For anyone who didn't see that, because I'm still kind of stunned by the... Look at this. It's the big comical one. Oh, I didn't even really kind of take... Oh, they actually pushed us out of the way as well. Oh. Oh, God. Bloody monstrous. We don't have our friend. Right, you miss, have made us not happy, person. I'm not okay with that. Oh. They're probably not actually dead. I hope that. I mean, I'm sort of like, they're not actually dead. ... right? I bloody hope not. And actually, aside from emotionally, I am missing them in combat as well. Oh, this is one of those double boss fights. And quite a tricky one, actually. This is kind of reminding me of what you were saying on Bloodstained, Cricket, with there being attacks that are a little bit tricky to avoid. Just a tiny bit. Gosh. God, how many bloody fans does she have? Ooh. You are not half bad. That was a rather fun way to... Can you not throw the phrase to kill after what you just did, Nurse? Oh. Oh gosh. What? When did this get so grim, man? Holy hell. Oh, Jeff. No, oh, Grant, don't read me reminded in that context. Oh. Can we go back to you just gonna be amazing, like, unquestionably? Nah, bless you, man. Seriously, thank you for that. Oh, God. They're gonna go. I don't understand. They. Is that their. Oh. I got the medallion while you were fired, thank you. So you lost your precious little friend. I can't get over this. I'm completely stunned. No one warned me the game was gonna make us love our little blue friend and then possibly kill them off. I don't know. This game seems too. I'd be surprised if it was that cruel. I mean, maybe they'll get reincarnated, like, spoilers for the end of the first Guardians of the Galaxy, maybe they'll get reincarnated Groot style into baby Groots. Seemingly, but it's probably going to be, yeah, I'm hoping it's like, no, it's like they're actually okay, but... I don't know, they're playing this pretty straight, I mean... It could be. And I've lost a couple of watchers. I think they've gone off to cry as well. So I'm about to. Though your Pepperligo has transformed, he still answers. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. The warrior's not good. Though your Pepperligo has transformed, he still answers when we. Oh, so it is a he as well. I've been referring to them as they the whole time because I didn't actually know. It never specified, so. He's our good boy. He still answers when we. So he seems he yet. Oh, okay. Surprise. Okay. He's still all right. So he's gonna hatch out in there. Hooray! Not dead hype. Not dead. How excited. Gosh. God, this game took us on a journey, didn't it? Yeah, no worries at all. Oh, I keep pressing the button to get my buddy to come fly to me. Yeah, no worries at all, Jeff. This has been an odd little journey of the stream, isn't it? Thanks so much, Jeff. Have a good night's sleep, alright, man? Good night. I probably don't need anything from this side. GG. Oh, thank you. Yeah, good game to you too. That's what they're saying, right? That right, Liz. Everyone controlled. It took a bit of a kind of heinous mood swing this game, didn't it? Yeah, I think we probably don't need to go this way. Yeah, because I think we still have the medicine as well. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, now that we've established a happy tone in this, let's move on. Good, GG, well played. I don't know, by the time they did that localization, were people saying GG? I feel like they probably were. Yeah, it's probably not actually a reference to that. I choose to read that as that though. Is it you who defeated the Ice Wizard? No, that cannot be. Why does everyone underestimate us? Ha. So, this is definitely was like the second act lowest point, isn't it? It's probably the most grim any of these games have ever gotten. They're usually a bit lighter than this. Alright, let's win medallion it. I don't know how much left we have in the game. Oh, that's right, gosh, that was strange. Oh my god, this area is pretty wild. Oh, that was so strange, Cricket, yeah. So I'm going to look up I want to have an idea of how long we have left on this. This almost feels like it's wrapping up in a way, but I've also been wrong in estimating that before. If I look up a playthrough, which will be like much shorter than mine. Yeah, like 4 hours 37, which there we go. Oh yeah, I just read Minecraft PS4 is getting crossplay as well. That's what we got. Yeah, I think there's maybe about a couple of hours left. But yeah, prologue complete. Maybe I'll get to the next save point, call it there. Depends on how long we have left, maybe I can start Hat in Time in the same stream, which that'll be the game we're moving on to next, Hat in Time. Now that it seems to be running properly, there was a weird bug with it before, where like CPU usage would go up to 100% on it, like after a loading time, so it was just... I mean, actually I think it still does that during the loading time, so it runs my CPU like red hot, but... Oh, we got a magic carpet! That's pretty rad. Look at that. Can we use that here? Oh, here we are. Actually, yeah, given the inspiration that's going on with this game, perhaps the magic carpet wasn't too surprising. It's pretty damn cool though, isn't it? Jump. And of course, clouds are made of corporeal matter that is solid enough to ground the person. Yes, I am being snarky about a cutesy little platform though, and I am hugely ashamed of that snark. I've retracted. Oh, it's a bit Sky Chase, this, isn't it? Oh, nice. So I'm glad that happened, but that's also going to throw off my timer. Oh no, okay. This does feel quite precarious. I mean, the one difference is we can't actually... It seems like we can't control the magic carpet. Oh gosh, that's going to be quite a long period of time actually Yeah, I really like what I've... Yeah, I mean... I should probably try not to mention it. I don't like, I don't like some of the behind-the-scenes stuff in the game. That stuff's quite upsetting. And I don't understand if that'd be enough to put someone off buying the game. I think it did me, really, in the way, and then Jeff, bless him, gifted it to me. And yeah, from your stream and from the little bit I played, Hat in Time just seems like such a charming and quite hilarious game, honestly. It made me laugh several times, you playing there. It's definitely got a good bit of wit to it. Yeah, I seem to mostly stream platformers, so... But we haven't done as many 3D ones, so why not throw that in there? And then in the I think that'll probably be the last big game I'll stream this side of the and then maybe next we'll start in January with either Shenmue 2 or Yakuza Kiwami, I think. I'd love to get like Cumber's opinion and input on Kiwami, because he's obviously got that pretty fresh on his mind there. Ah! This bit's quite tough. It's cool, but it's quite a long... No. Probably should have realised the cloud would push me off there. Okay, so speed. Yeah, I should say I've actually got a copy of Shenmue 3 now as well. A friend of mine back in uni, who is probably the biggest Shenmue fan in the... Well, he's actually from Ireland, so... Perhaps we would count that as part of the UK. So it's certainly within my vicinity of people I know, he's probably the biggest Shenmue fan in existence. And because of that, he backed the Kickstarter 3 times, so he... oh gosh! How do I do that bit? It's quite, But yeah, he had the spare Epic Games Store code for it, so... Maybe I'll do that, maybe about the middle of next year, I think. Need to get the second one done first. Oh yeah, Jeff and Cricket, yeah. I'm interested, Jeff, who would talk... you don't have to reply to this, Max. If you're tired, as I've been there before, sort of watching the stream. I'm trying to sleep. But to kind of direct this at you, as I said, I'm interested in playing that Aladdin and Lion King re-release. Oh, that bloody... Oh! Okay, that worked out. The Aladdin director's... Ah, no! Oh, I should have stayed put. The Aladdin re-release that adds like the director's cut version with fixes. Apparently, it makes the flying carpet stage a bit easier, like the one where you're in the Cave of Wonders, which is probably a good shout. Really, I do like that stage, but gosh, it's stressful. You can make it easier while still having to be challenging, I feel. And of course, there's still the original version on that collection anyway, if you do want to play that. As well as a trade demo show version as well, which is apparently pretty awful because it's so obviously early, but great for historical purposes. I don't know if I clarified that. To clarify, that's the Mega Drive Aladdin, specifically the recent collection they did of it with Lion King, the 16-bit Lion King game. Yeah, it's cool, but it's really precarious, and indeed, you can easily goofy on it. Oh, that's cool! They did a bit of sprite scaling. I'm sure they just drew all their sprites independently, which probably took up a lot of space in the cartridge, but... Oh, that is cool. See that again. This is a bit of a less morbid replay than the last one. Look at that! Do it on the Mega Drive. Oh, fair play, Jeff. You've got a report to do with you. Oh, good man. Oh, fair play to you. Oh, this is cool. gosh. Oh my. Oh wow. Oh, they're doing some cool visual tricks here, aren't they? Ah. Okay, truth be told, that pause buffer. I wish I could claim that. I'm really missing my friend, actually. It's a little. I'll tell you what. I think I'll call it here because I don't think I don't think I'll finish this tonight. I'll tell you what we'll do. Actually, we're gonna wind all the way back. I reckon it'd be a cool thing to start the next stream with that animation because I'm really taken by it. So we're gonna save state there, and then do that tomorrow. I think I might try and start a bit earlier tomorrow, maybe 6 o'clock, because I'm probably gonna try and go to the gym in the afternoon, eat shortly after, and then go straight into this, so maybe that'll be about 6, maybe, although no absolute guarantee, but that's probably what I'll try and do. And again, depends on how long this takes us, I might swap to Hat and Time in the same stream. So that'd be quite fun. Yeah, thanks so much everyone, it's been nice to be back on. Please start at 6:12, 6 a.m. I'll do both. I'll break the space-time continuum, it'll be a great laugh. Yeah, thank you so much as always everyone. It's been great fun this game. So I knew this would be up my alley, so happy to be sticking on it. But yeah, we'll raid Peds, although I assume everyone here is in there anyway, but just for the hell of it, raid Peds. Thank you, Jeff. Oh god, I gotta log into... Tried to do it through the OBS Twitch window, but it wants me to log in, which will require mobile authentication and all that. Raid message Arabian Pickles? Yeah, raid message is Arabian Pickles. Kraken. Or vote for Pedro. Yeah. Thanks so much everyone. Good night. Oh, vote for Pedro is a good raid message as well. Actually, yeah, that's the raid message. Good night. I know what to do when you got us in strange bush.